Your left, your left. Left, right, left. Listen up close to what you're told. Listen up close to what you're told. Bravo's brotherhood, brave and bold. Bravo's brotherhood, brave and bold. Down at the F.O.B. we take our stand. Down at the F.O.B. we take our stand. Riverbend patriots across the land. Riverbend patriots across the land. Lakeside warriors, heavy loads. Lakeside warriors, heavy loads. Mother rockers on the dusty roads. Mother rockers on the dusty roads. From hero company to the playing field. From hero company to the playing field. Chicago snowballs never yield. Chicago snowballs never yield. Sound off! 1, 2, sound off! 3, 4. 22 a day we fight the fight. We bring our brothers back to the light. P.O.W. M.I.A. we swear. Gone but not forgotten out here. Active duty families, veterans true. We are bravos and we stand with you. Bravo's foundation leading the way. Bravo's foundation leading the way. Raising awareness every damn day. Raising awareness every damn day. For the struggling vets who bear the scars. For the struggling vets who bear the scars. We see your pain beneath the stars. We see your pain beneath the stars. I don't know, but I've been told. I don't know, but I've been told. A veteran soul is made of gold. A veteran soul is made of gold. 22 lives on the line. 22 lives on the line. We hold the formation every time. We hold the formation every time. 22 a day we fight the fight. We bring our brothers back to the light. P.O.W. M.I.A. we swear. Gone but not forgotten out here. Active duty families, veterans true. We are bravos and we stand with you. Gone but not forgotten. Gone but not forgotten. Gone but not forgotten. Gone but not forgotten. We hold the line. We hold the line. Fabulous mornings, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. It is today is Tuesday. Talk about it Tuesday, man. I almost went back a day. Phew,
did.
crazy.
Today.
It is Talk About It Tuesday. It is 82 degrees here in Florida. Feels like 101 this morning at 9:11 a.m. Gonna be another hot one. So, man, and prayers out to you, Bonnie. I know what you're going through, hon. We're here praying for you, and the heat does not help. I guarantee it. So, because here in Florida, like I said, it's 101 right now at 9 o'clock in the morning. So that's not helping the matter. But we got you. We love you, and always here to reach out to. So we'll keep you in our prayers and thoughts today for sure. Sorry about that. But anyways, Double A, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the F.O.B, the Forward Operating Broadcast. You know the mission. We're here to regroup, resupply, and recalibrate. It is episode 191. Talk about it Tuesday. And the comms are officially open for most of us. I pray Brad gets his phone situated.
Okay.
But whether you're grinding through the work shift, running down the highway, holding it down on the home front, this is where you pull up a chair, shake off the noise, and talk about what's really going on. No fluff, no script, just straight up, unfiltered conversation with us and the crew. Drop a line in the live chat and let us know how y'all doing. It is 79, feels like 86, but don't worry, I got an hour to catch up to that 100 degrees. In an hour, I'll be right there with you, man.
Right.
That's a
Yeah, it's
bad heat wave
crazy.
coming around right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. So, but who all we got in the chat? I know we got
See,
Bonnie in here. Fabulous Mariners, Bonnie. Like I said, man,
morning.
thoughts and prayers with you today. So you gotta let it be, man.
Yep.
That's a perfect topic for talk about it Tuesday too. You just if you can't control it, shout out to BB because words of wisdom. If you can't control it, you just gotta let it be. And it's hard sometimes, but we got you,
Yeah.
Johnny. Jeep and Johnny. Good morning, good
Morning.
morning. Kentucky, what's up, brother? Good
Morning, Patty.
morning. The
Mayu.
estimator. I think that's everybody.
Estimator, how you doing? It's
Yeah,
always
let's see here.
72 where you're at, Kentucky.
Right.
That 72 feels like 72 in God's country.
I think his area has a thermostat somewhere that's just 72. That's it.
Right. Yeah. He's like, yeah, right here in this room, it's telling me whenever it gets below it, it cuts off. Above it, it cuts on.
Right. I bet you the governor or somebody has a thermostat that's controlling the entire county.
Right. It's actually living in your own biodome.
You're right. Estimator said 83 feels like 89. 83% humidity.
Oh man. I'm 1% above you down here.
That's some thick air. I don't know what the humidity is here. Uh,
Probably around the same, 85 to 99.
87%.
87. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
enough for it to stick to you.
Right. Yeah, it's enough to let you know when you walk outside that it's humid
Yeah.
immediately.
So I don't know which I would rather more, a dry heat where it doesn't like take your breath away, or that humidity heat to where you walk out and it's just really hard to breathe.
You know, I lived in Southern California, and the dry heat was different. It's like
Mm.
getting cooked instead of being steamed, you know?
Yeah, you come down here in the south, you know what it feels like to be hot when you get in that the boiling pot.
Right, right. Yeah, that's it. That I guess that's how I get it. Best way to explain it. I mean, is how it felt. Like, yeah, I mean, when I was working outside out there, it was like I was getting baked. I was getting cooked
Yeah,
in a dry oven somewhere. And
you're
here,
pretty much getting turned into
Florida,
like beef. You're getting dehydrated like beef jerky over there, and down here you're
right,
getting steamed like broccoli.
right, right. Yeah, that's about that. But my joint pain, like my knees and ankles and all that shit, don't hurt nearly as bad in the humid heat and
Yeah,
humidity as it did in the dry heat.
yeah. This thing is probably some barometric pressure changes because that's normally when my joints hurt. It's like when it goes from being
It
like
could be,
dry
yeah,
cold, and then that humidity comes in and everything starts. And
yeah, it could be. I know even the move from West Virginia down here, um, the warmth was different. I don't know. It's like a moist heat. Well, I mean, of course it is because again,
right.
you're getting steam cooked, but it seemed to help with the pain, the joint pain, the aches and whatever. Throughout the day, it seemed to help a little bit. So, But it's definitely, when you go visit Florida or Louisiana or any place in the South that has that humidity and you're not used to it, it definitely sucks. So your first 6 months living there, it definitely sucks. It's
Oh,
an
I bet.
adjustment. Yeah, Kentucky, it's crazy. To say it's different, man. That's why when I went up north last week, it was 62 degrees and I was freezing my ass off. I was like looking for hoodies and
Yeah.
jackets and like wanting to borrow my brother's Carhartt and shit. Like he's like,
And you go up in
dude, that's
elevation up there too. Whenever you went,
yeah,
yeah, and that
yeah.
that makes a difference too.
So, and of course, up there it was 91, I think the day before 92 or whatever, and they're complaining it was so hot they couldn't stand it. It was, I think, real fuel was like 101. And I'm like, no, this is nice. This is relief.
Yeah,
you know, I need
my
help on a math formula.
yeah, don't yeah, unless you want to get the math wrong, don't ask me. I'm not good at the
Right?
math unless it's basic. If it's
My
add,
math
subtract,
doesn't math
divide, and
well.
some multiplying, but
Yeah, my mathin doesn't do mathin very well.
uh,
I got to get out my extra set of hands and fingers and stuff I got over in a closet to.
yeah, I pull out that thing my teacher told me I wouldn't walk around with one in my pocket. It's called that calculator on my phone. Remember that in school? They was like, you ain't gonna have one in your pocket everywhere you
Right.
go. Lady, I got a whole computer in my pocket.
I can do fractions. I can, as far as like a tape measure or stuff like that, I can add inches
Oh
and
yeah.
feet and yards and all that because they're doing construction. But anything, when it comes to algebra and shit, I never once used any of that bullshit
Oh yeah,
ever.
dude. I wouldn't know how to divide unless if it wasn't for learning how to read a tape measure and doing construction work or carpentry work, I wouldn't know how to
Right.
divide.
Yeah. Then the way they teach
Fractions
the
was the
stuff in
easiest
school
way.
now, I mean, our granddaughter, she's asked us for help with her math work before, and I'm like, what the hell is
Oh,
this?
oh man. Remember when they started doing that common core math and it's just like,
That's
why
what,
are y'all
yeah,
making
that
math
shit.
even more confusing? Like why?
Yeah,
Why
that's
make it
that's the shit I was talking about. I'm like, what?
it's
This makes no
already
sense.
complicated. Don't make it
Right.
harder.
Yeah, that
I
Common
thought
Core
the
shit's what.
program for math teaching, I thought they made it the most simplest way they could because it was already difficult. So now
Right. Yeah, like yeah, that Common Core thing, man. I really don't understand it.
I never even tried. I'd watched a video one time trying to understand it, and I think I lost IQ points trying to figure it out. And I was like,
Yeah,
it made me dislike Obama just a little bit more.
I had to go to I had to go to YouTube and Google to figure out how to help her with her homework because it's like, well, I can solve the problem. That's
But then,
easy, but I don't know what they're asking me to do here.
yeah, they want you to break down simple math. It's like simple math. They want you to break it down like you're doing like
Reverse
intense,
algebra.
yeah, reverse algebra, multiplication mixed in with
Yeah.
division and some kind of trigonometry. Like, huh? Like, dude, you're going through a
Yeah.
college course. You're only in fourth grade. What's it got to do?
Right. Right. Oh, you got the wheel? I
I
forgot about
sure do. No, I got it right here, waiting for a breaking point.
it. Yeah, I forgot about it. Hey, there we go. Let's
There we
see. Let me
go.
go to this. Get rid of
Start
this.
hit and see what the first one's going to
No,
be today. Hey, hey. I redid this one with the more fast paced, like the trap
okay.
version.
Yeah.
It's not in here, but I was messing around last night and I redid a few of them. Some of them don't sound as good as I thought they would when you change the genre. You got it's like
Yeah, a lot of it depends on the writing style too, and how the words are written and the pacing
yeah,
of it and stuff. Yeah.
but it came out pretty good, I think. Bravo.
That, we played that as the intro.
So we're respawning there. Another A. One for the mid show. It's gonna run a Broncos again.
Was that on there twice?
No, I didn't
Oh,
remove it. I just left it on there. Look, it's gonna do it again. It's getting removed now. I'll add it back on later. It is determined to play again. I forgot to put that one on there.
nice. That's mid show. Got it. All right,
Song
there's
about
your
my
poll, y'all.
acquiring a few DWIs. And for the people that don't know what point BA 149 BAC is, that was my blood alcohol content level for every single one of my DWIs. I wouldn't have remembered it if I was like, well, that's what I got last time. They just all happened to be at that same 0.1495, which I found interesting because
Sling bow.
at 0.15 and higher, it's like mandatory, like 7 days in jail. If you have a blood alcohol content, you get pulled over, and it's over because 0.15 would be 15% of your blood. That's about 2.5, almost 2 times the legal limit.
Yeah, Kentucky.
Needless to say, you got a nice little buzz if you reach that percentage.
Kentucky's got trying to get the figure out how VA does math.
Oh, that's the math problem. I did post one in the Discord on the Vet Info tab where Dr. Marshall Ball, I think, or Ball or whatever his name is, but he explains the VA math, and like if you have a 70%, you need something that's equivalent to that or exceeds that percentage in order for it to bump up to a higher percentage.
Yeah, it's
It's like
the
you
way
need to get
the
something else that's at a 70% in
yeah.
order for your
What's
70% rating
crazy
to bump up higher to 80%.
is I have read several breakdowns of how it works, and it makes sense when I'm reading it. And then when I see a percentage again on paper, I'm like, this makes no fucking sense.
I
Where's
know,
that
right?
article at that I read like last year?
Yeah,
'Cause,
every time it's like it's the same way I was learning math in school, and they're like, all right, this is how you do the problem. I'm like, okay, I got it. As soon as I sit down at the desk, I'm like, I don't know how to do this. It's like it don't make
yeah.
sense. It made sense when I was at your desk, but at my desk, I don't know. I'm in this bubble of not knowing.
Right. Yeah, that's the way it is when I try with the military math. I mean, or the VA math, it's I can read the article and then look at the numbers as I'm reading the article, and I'm like, okay, I kind of get it now. It's still retarded, but I get it. And then a year later, I look and get a percentage change or something, and like, why did this not change? You added 20% more and nothing changed.
Yeah, well, see,
I,
it was weird on like mine, like because I had before I got my current rating, I had two 10%, a 0%, and a 20%, but I was getting paid 40%. It all added up to 40%, which made me not understand why is everybody else that's got like 10 They got a 70, a 30, to 10, a 20, like, but you're not at 100. I don't get it. It adds up
Right.
to like 180.
That is a good question right there, estimator. The best answer I have personally is a Nexus letter.
Yeah,
Um,
a Nexus letter. Let me find that
that
video
that
in the Discord, and I can
that is
read it.
like a cut and dry opinion of a doctor that says it's from this and not this, pretty much. Um,
Yeah,
and
a
they
personal statements too.
and
But
personal
the
statements, buddy
Nexus letter,
statements.
a buddy
Yep.
statement, those will help tie and link. Um, any other, like, I know, like, one guy, they were trying to say that it was for the PACT Act, and he was trying to for the burn pit.
Hmm.
And they were saying, well, what proof do you have that you was near the burn pits? And he pulled up a news article about it. And he's like, that's me in the picture right there, next to the guy who's burning in the burn pit. So now prove that you denied me, saying that I wasn't there, and now I got proof. So any
Right.
kind of proof. So it don't have to actually
Right.
necessarily only be medical. You
And
have to have
and
proof.
when you're getting those buddy letters, in the Nexus letters and in any of the statements, um, timelines are very important on how it's written. When it comes to separating the civilian side of what you did to the military side of what you did, the timeline is extremely important in how they state that. So if they say, well, when he did construction work, he did injure his knee at one point in time, but it wasn't that bad. But when he come home from the military, it was horrible. That won't work. Um, it has to be You have to be very careful on how you word things, and that's why the Nexus letter, um, usually it's always done in a professional way, and they know exactly how to word things. Um, Statements from buddies, and character statements and all that stuff that you can get from family members and whatnot. Same idea. Has to be careful. You have to be careful on the timelines and how it's worded and written. Otherwise, they can use it against you just as quick as they'll use it for you.
Which
Um,
chat is he in, the
but
vertical or the horizontal?
He's in the horizontal, but the
I'm not.
Nexus is Nexus, and you can Google it. There's usually a cost. Most places charge you to get a Nexus letter written, um,
Yeah,
and the cost varies. I've seen it as low as $100, $150, I think, and I've seen it as high as I think $900 for a Nexus letter.
yeah. You
So
normally have to pay for them. I don't think I've ever met anybody
yeah,
that
I've never seen one for free.
yeah.
Um,
I mean,
but
unless you actually go to a doctor, and I think your primary care, if they do it, but I think
right,
too, not all not all primary cares do Nexus letters, but there are, like,
right.
there there are some people that's all they do is just write Nexus letters too.
It's pretty
That
much proving that it's more likely than not.
Yeah, yeah.
Of it's
That link I put in the chat, that
mm,
that's the one guy. He explains the VA math, and he also talks about Nexus letters and things, and he has links in his descriptions of, like, to where you can go to get a Nexus letter or information on that. Because there's many, like, ways you can get it. When I say many, it's several.
yeah.
I know, but like a buddy statement, I know I had to make a personal statement, and it's pretty much me explaining, like like my service connected injury, how it hurt, how it's affecting my life now, how it's affecting my life since discharge. Because it's not just, oh, it's service connected, and that it's everything that's tied to it, like everything secondary that comes along with that service connection.
Yeah. And yeah, less information that doesn't have to do with military is the best information.
Yeah, if it's not tied to your service connection, don't put it in there because it
Right.
doesn't matter. You know, all because all the stuff that you say, it's like that thing we say was like quit saying I'm fine when I'm not fine. You know, like be honest about it. Don't be brutally honest. I mean, you can to an extent, but don't sugarcoat it. Don't don't put in information that doesn't have anything to do with it. You know,
All right.
try to avoid all possible squirrel diversions from it. You know, try to keep it to the point. You know, because it's not like going to your doctor. You know, you're not trying to explain and get a diagnosis. You're more just trying to explain to them how this is affecting me now, and from the time it happened to the time now, and how it's affecting me physically, mentally, everything.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I went for my CMP exam, which was the mental evaluation CMP exam, it took about an hour and a half, 2 hours for me to go sit through that. But it also took me like 3 years to get all the evidence before I even went to that appointment too. And
Mm.
if that didn't go through, my Nexus letter would have been the next thing I would have gotten after that. But also, there's a YouTube channel called The Veteran Coach. With she's the one who helped me get mine, and me and Brad served with her. And she has she runs a LLC where she helps people like get your percentage and everything, and she has resources for consultations and Nexus letters. She has a medical team and everything. She knows a medical team to help write Nexus letters, so I can link that here too.
Mm.
Yeah, she used to work with you know, remember Combat Craig? He used to have he passed away, I think, a couple of years ago. But he
And
used to
that
have a lot
name
of
sent me.
veteran information. He used to be really big before everybody else started blowing up. But she used to work with him before he,
Okay.
but like before he got his YouTube channel and everything and started doing that, they had worked together. It was like coaching and helping veterans get their the path to filing claims. You know what needs to be done, what to expect. You know why most of the time everything well like what gets them kicked back, how to avoid a possibility of it getting kicked back, to kind of make sure all your boxes are checked before you actually submit that actual examination that you need or your claim.
Damn, carrying around an M60. Whew.
Man, yeah, that's like
Good
going to your
times.
exam. It's like, what makes you think that the military caused your knee and back problems? And you look and you're wearing like an 80-pound rucksack carrying a machine gun that should be mounted on top of a vehicle.
Right.
Well, nothing, I guess.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's
I
kind of
seen a
crazy.
meme that was like that yesterday.
I was watching a YouTube video. I think it was last night, um, about desert fox, and a lot of the videos was taken on board the Enterprise, and showing you the assemblies of the bombs and whatnot, and all the writings that was we had put on the on there, as we were loading them up or before they were loaded up,
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to with the middle fingers and all that fun shit. It was pretty cool, like going back in time, like seeing that again. I'm like, damn, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I thought I found something about Desert Fox, or it was something, and it was some guys who had a flight simulator, and they were basically using the flight
Oh,
simulator
redoing the
to
missions. Yeah.
redoing the missions and everything. And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool, but it's not what I was expecting. It's like
Right.
two and a half.
Yeah.
It's like 2.5 hours long. I thought it was like a podcast or like a documentary, It's just some
Yeah.
guys that were like nerding out on a flight simulator, recreating.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like you figured out that math.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen that, like how they break it down, and until once it rolls over past 85%, then you'll start getting 90%. It's like the round up thing. I know that they do that when it comes to the percentages. And that link um, put for the veteran coach, she also has links to her website with resources and everything there.
Yeah, the best bet I would say, estimator, is um, one, choose words wisely in statements, and two, get a good Nexus letter.
Yeah, that one, that first link that I put, he'll explain, because he used to be a CMP examiner. He's also a doctor. He was a medic in the Rangers, and 82nd Airborne, I think, or 101st. I don't know.
Buddy, good morning, brother.
He's very he's got a lot of good information, because I mean,
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I know that the Nexus letters, or you can find them just about everywhere. Where a good place to get one, or if there's a better place than others, or any of that, I couldn't tell you. Um, I just know that
let's see.
um, several veterans, by watching different YouTube shows and podcasts about it and whatnot, a lot of them mention. I never got a Nexus letter, but I know that it gets mentioned an awful lot when you come to a standstill, or even some people use them when they're in situations kind of like you are, estimator, um, where there has to be a dry and cut line between this and that. You get that Nexus letter that creates that cut and clear line that says no, it absolutely isn't from any of this over here. Look at this right here, and I have heard of a lot of people doing the Nexus letters for that specific reason. That's why I mentioned it.
Yeah. Damn.
You loading and unloading, Muddy, or are you driving, brother? First step is to enroll. Yep. I think he did. I think he said he got enrolled, though, or was going to. I can't remember. We had talked about that one show before about him getting enrolled, and
I don't
I
know.
think I think he had said he had gotten an appointment and was going, and got all that taken care of. I could be wrong,
Yeah,
but
you go to the VA and like take your picture, then they give you your card, and then they put you in the systems that way.
right.
And so it's
Which, by the way, I did not know this. So your identification card, your veteran ID card, and your if you have if you are 100%, or I believe maybe it might be 80%, your spouse. I think you have to be 100% though. Anyways, your dependents, if they get an ID card, you can now renew those online.
oh really? Okay.
Yep, I got a text message yesterday, or an email, and I thought maybe it was a scam email or something. So I was doing some investigations. I'm like, why am I getting an email to renew my ID card? This is weird. And but
Huh.
it's legit. Um, it was pretty weird though to see that, because normally you had to hula hoop in three different size hula hoops, and then jump up and down a couple times, and run around the block and down the street and all that happy bullshit to get an ID card. Find a place that would give you an ID card. and now it's all done online, evidently. Or you can do both, but you don't have to go to the place and stand in line and do the whole day event to get an ID card.
Yeah, which is good for, I imagine, a lot of people because, like here, some people have to drive 3 hours to get to a VA.
Yeah, well, the only place that does the one ID cards, the old VA ID cards, you can get at any VA hospital or clinic, or used to be able to. But most major VA hospitals, I think, have an area where they do the regular VA cards, veteran
Yeah.
cards. The one I'm talking about is your actual Department of Defense.
Oh, okay.
Where's, oh, mine's up here. It's these
So you
cards
can,
here.
so after I've got my 100%, like, there's a I can
It's
go
these
get
ones.
a different card.
It's these ones.
Oh, okay. So I don't have that. So I need to
So
go to the
yeah,
VA. Yay! Gotta go to the VA.
it's the U.S. Department of Defense, and it's a Uniform Services ID card instead of the one that has the American flag or whatever going across it. With the
Yeah, I don't have
I
my
can't remember what mine.
VA.
Mine's around here somewhere. My old one, but yeah, these are the ones that you'll get when if you get to 100% and it's permanent. You can go get one of those cards, and they're not supposed to expire for the veteran. Mine, they had an issue when I first got mine registered, and it wasn't showing up properly on the screen, so they had to do mine in the 4 year thing that it was. And but now you can go up to, I think they said 8 years.
Oh, wow.
So and you can do it online. But mine should be permanent. But
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. My stepdad has a permanent veterans card. It's still the old laminated ones, but it doesn't have an expiration date.
yeah, I've still got mine. My old one that didn't have an expiration date's around here somewhere. And like I said, when I went and got that new one, they're like, I got it, and there's like they're like, you okay? So you expire in November of 2026. I'm like, I expire? What? What do you mean? So yeah, but
It's so weird how like IDs can expire. It's just like because like if you go to a store and they like can you see your ID and they scan it and it's expired and you're buying alcohol or cigarettes, they'll be like, I can't sell you these because your ID is expired. And be like, it still tells you how old I am. What do you mean it's expired? You know, those things always threw me off whenever they use that as a technicality.
nothing permanent when you're a pirate. What's up, Panda? Uh, Estimator said, yeah, he did register online, but have not went there personally. Yeah, you need to go there personally too, and get and make sure your enrollment is all good, and you can go to a clinic to do all that. Every even the
Yeah.
smaller clinics have a registration area, and just go in there and double check, make sure they got everything right, get your ID card made, and get everything done. Set up an appointment.
Yeah, I think you gotta like to get in the VA system too. You gotta fill out like an income, like annual income, like how much you make and everything, because that also is based on like kind of like what insurance you're gonna get, I guess.
Right, Slang. Like I was saying, yeah, I've never used a Nexus letter on any of my claims.
Yeah, it's not needed
I
for an initial claim. Most of the time, it's people get them because they've been denied and they need to have additional proof or additional evidence or something like that.
right. Yeah, I just know people that use them to for certain reasons, like trying to differentiate between civilian side of things versus
Yeah,
military, and tying disabilities or injuries to military versus civilian. And that's where getting the Nexus letter helps, because it says that it is more likely than not that this is from this.
yeah. It's like use the nexus letter to help prove that the medical evidence is tied to the service connection, and then buddy statements and personal statements so that you can show that that did happen while you were service connected. You know, it's
Right.
that's that paper war and them hoops you got to jump through and everything, and then make sure that everything's checked and signed and where it's supposed to, because them smallest little things kicked back, you know, and then you got to send it back in and wait longer, and it becomes that irritating battle, which makes me think they make it so difficult for us just to hope that you just give up. That's what I've always thought.
Right.
Like, you know, they won't openly say it, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking there's somebody, it's like behind some buttons. It's just like, oh, just make it a little more difficult. They'll quit, you know. But I
Do
mean,
you
that's what I
guys
did
still
for a
have
while
your
in
that the
between my,
old that's the old veteran
oh,
card.
wow. Still shiny like it's brand new.
Yeah. Yeah, this was says DAVPRM. Disabled American veteran or disabled veteran, maybe I don't know, DAV, and but then PRM for permanent. And I still have my green card too. My
No,
yeah. They wanted to take it, and I was like, no. I don't know what you're talking about. What card?
yeah.
Well, if you find it, you need to send that in. Gotcha. I had my security clearance sticker and all that shit on it for to get on the air base and weapons areas. I think it's in a hope chest. Right, Kentucky? Yeah, they want to take them damn things, but I was like, I don't have that. I've got my
Man.
DD 214 here to get my new ID card, but I don't know what ID you're talking about. I don't know where that went. I think I turned it in when I got out.
You're supposed to, but I got two.
Yeah. So the one person told me, is like, well, if you find it, make sure you punch a hole in it. And
Yeah, you definitely don't carry it around in your wallet like as a souvenir, because if you get pulled over and they pull that out, and if it's like if you have like if you're not actively in and you have an active service CAC, you can get I think it's a federal crime.
yeah,
I
mine's in my
seen some
hope
body
chest.
cam where this cop gave a guy a really hard time for it, but he was also saying that he was in when he wasn't in, but he still had his card, and he
Mm,
was trying to use it to get out of a ticket or try to be like, oh, he'll give me a break, you know. That don't always work.
his damn dog tags. Still got. I only got one of mine now. Kept one of my dog tags, and of course, well, I've showed this one before. My grandpa's. It's got the tooth cut out in it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. And then his. Oh, there it is. His old foot locker key.
cool.
And you know, we got to have secret paste and Barabellum. If not peace, then war.
I was looking up. What was it? Sling said, yeah,
Had to go to Deers
90% to
on.
100% is the biggest jump in the. And I was looking at it, man. It's almost. It's like
Yeah,
40%. You get 40% more, or almost half
yeah,
less at 90%.
yeah. I went from 80 to 100. So I was like, woohoo! Hell, I won the damn lottery when I went from 80 to 100.
I went from 40 to 100. I was like, wow.
Right. And then they took me back to 80 and then back to 100
Yeah.
because they said I got better. It was a miracle.
Yeah, I've seen that. Like, I was watching something too, like how if certain ratings that you're at, which one of them surprised me, was like if you have cancer and you're rated at 100% and your cancer goes into remission, your rating goes from 100% down to 0. But you're still
Morning,
service
lady.
connected with cancer, but you're no longer, if it's in remission, you're no longer getting the disability for it.
Staff BB in the house.
Oh, there he is. I was like, he's not down there. What do you mean? Oh, he's in the
Yeah,
chat.
he's in the chat. Yeah.
I was like, I didn't hear him pop in.
That's me. So yeah, his dad's dog day had the tooth cut out too. Yeah. I never believed when my grandpa used to tell me that's why it was there. I didn't believe it. I'm like, that's whatever. And then I got to doing research and stuff on it, and yep, that's why they're there. Miss Lady, good morning. She is at the doctor's right now, and we got to go back this afternoon, and then again on Friday.
Fun.
Oh yeah, she's got some stuff going on that we're trying to figure out. All right, Bubba. Brandon said he'd be up shortly.
Cool deal. On that note, take a little break. Everybody refill your drinks. However Brad says that. I can never get it how he says it.
Right. That's too much to say.
Yeah. I'm going to have to like
Way
type
too
it
much.
and have it wrote down for when he's not here and be like, okay.
That's the way.
What was the song that was for the mid show?
0.1495.
Ataraxia, wasn't it? Or no, that's in the.
No.
Oh yeah.
It was the 0.1495 BAC.
Okay, I got it. All right, here we go, yo. We'll be back in just a few.
Enjoy.
DWIs, only me with bloodshot eyes and blurred vision and decisions with no intentions of where inside my mind it's sending me as I tried to mask all my problems through top shelf precision with fermented solvents while trying to dissolve memories I had no control in. Those walls that I crept within, I'm falling between them. They're a lot higher than I thought they were to begin with. Now they're closing in. If I knew now I'd stop, but as gravity takes control, oh, I lost this hold on things as I fell deep inside another hole. Oh, my friend, these are my memories I won't forget. Thanks to these rides I take headed through Hell's Bend. Oh, these places where they enjoy punishing my sins. I know this all too well. The stories never end that no one tells as things get so pain. When words get harder to say, the more I strain, I feel the same as they do. I made a choice to erase and fade away. We head towards familiar faces through the gates that await us. These places where they enjoy breaking faith just to test us. I knew it all too late. Do our mistakes make us? As we travel through flames, Somewhere in between time where I slipped up as it poured like rain, while I served time from signing my name on a dotted line. It won't help me now to complain. I got that chance to see firsthand what it's like to be lost inside a life, to feel like I was pushed aside. I felt so left behind, without an explanation, as I was left hung out to dry, while I was in the darkest parts of my mind. From fermented solvents, trying to dissolve memories I had no control in. These walls that I'd fall off or begin to cave in, they were a lot higher than I thought. If I could now, I'd stop. But as gravity takes a hold, oh no, it's this grip on me that's making me cold. Oh, my friend, these are the memories I won't forget. 'Cause of these rides I take all the way through hell's bed, where they enjoy punishing my sin. These rides I take through hell's bend. Eventually the road will lead me to a place, bring me face to see what it takes to make it past all the things that break. When the sky opens up and the ground begins to shake, I pray on that day you take the blurry vision away.
All right, welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. I was going to comment on this. Estimator says, y'all have your own little twist to the show. Love it. Yeah, we all have our different little quirks to everything. So, but yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah.
We definitely are individual thinkers. I mean, a lot of stuff we try to get on the same page with, but we're always on the same page. I think it's just we have different approaches.
Yeah, we're on the same page, but we're all holding a bunch of books.
Right. Yeah. That one was different from what I remember the BAC that you did. Was that the original?
I think so. I don't know. I may have remastered it.
Okay. It seemed like the first one I heard of that was a different. It was different. I could be wrong.
You might have heard it before I'd actually like finished it and finalized it.
Okay. I liked it though.
Yeah, I did one with more an upbeat version of that one too. I liked how that one come out.
Slang. You
know,
take
my dog out real quick. I'll be right back.
All right. It is. I don't know if it's the same kind of ding dong ditch that we got, but there's also a TikTok challenge or whatever the hell those damn things are nowadays going around that escalated ding dong ditch, and that happened to us here, and I went out the door ready to because of how it went down. It sounded like a stick of dynamite went off at the front of our house and banging on the windows and shit. And anyways,
I remember when that happened.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
yeah. So the ding dong ditch thing. Like I said, we all did it as kids, or most of us.
Uh,
But the way things have escalated to what happened with us with the ding dong ditch and this TikTok challenge, whatever the hell it was be above and beyond the normal ring a doorbell and run. That's what makes this collaboration such a real machine. Every now and again, you have to do a tune up, everything, right?
yeah, I don't know if it was here locally or it might have been one of the Oklahoma Facebook pages I was watching where somebody took their Ring camera and it was like, somebody control your kid before they get shot. And it showed the kid running up to the door, banging on it, and then running away. And you could tell he was only probably like 12, 13 years old. You know, he was a teenager.
Yeah, that's we the cops when the cops came here, they got to see the camera of pretty much the same scenario.
Yeah, I mean, if you there's some areas where you don't want to be charging at somebody's door like that, you know,
Right. Or
because
beating on the window on the door, or screaming at the top of your lungs when you're doing it, or it like I
yeah,
said,
I
it
know
sounded
if
like
you're in Texas and you do that, it's gonna be a rough day for everybody.
right. Yeah, like I said, I mean, it was so loud here, and what how it went down. It was late. It was dark. It was it was dark, and you just don't know
Be
anymore.
right back.
You don't know. That's the scary part of it all. Is like I said, ring the doorbell, run, cool, ha ha, hee hee. As kids, and that's what we do. But yeah, exactly, estimator. It. There's ways to have fun, and then there's extremes when you take it to, especially in today's world, that you gotta be careful. And these TikTok challenges and these all this internet challenge bullshit, like the whole
Yeah,
Tide Pod thing and all that shit that went down. Like, where are we? you know,
yeah,
it's a do 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 do.
yes. You have entered the twilight zone.
Right. It's yeah. Yeah. Again, yeah, kids will be kids, and there's things that we do as kids growing up and have fun doing it that is questionable, guilty, done it,
Yeah,
still do questionable things, but at the end of the day, man, I don't know, parents need to be parents again.
yeah. Yeah, right, estimator. It was like I was saying, like I know, and most states that are like stand your ground states, you kind of don't want to do that, you know.
Right.
Hey, baby, welcome BB to the show, everybody.
What's
Uh,
up?
I want to restart today.
You want to
You
restart
want to
today?
restart today?
Yep.
It's one of those days for
Well,
several of us.
sometimes if you reset your phone and do a power loop, it helps.
I can tell you right now, if I reset my phone, I'm not coming back on. Like I had that orientation shit today, and then I got to my and immediately spilled coffee all over myself. So then I had to
Oh
run
man,
home, grab another uniform, and then I changed while I was at home. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not putting on." And then come to find out, I got a nursing school orientation in like 3 hours that I forgot about.
oh,
One of them. Nice. Well, some guy once told me, if you can't control
Swear to
it.
God, if you use my own fucking words against me,
Hey,
now
shit.
go ahead, let's hear it.
I mean, yeah, if you can't control it, you just gotta let it be, right? Let it be.
I didn't say BB. I said let it be. and then you took that.
That's what I was telling Bonnie earlier. She's having a day like yours, and
Seems like we all are. Like, dude, I don't know what's going on today. Like,
It's not a full moon. I don't think.
is it? It's what it feels
I
like.
don't know.
Brad's
It
going
shouldn't
through
be.
It seems like it's just been one of those where like I woke up and I was like, I don't want to leave my bed, but I was like, I have to, like,
No, the first,
earlier than what I normally do.
because we're on the first quarter moon tomorrow.
You know what, Sling?
So.
You get it already.
I just seen what you wrote. Just,
Hey, if you guys haven't voted, go ahead and get your votes in for the songs down there in the corner. I don't know. Can you see them, Brandon?
No, but I hopped in while I was changing my house before coming into work.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, so sorry for being later than what I originally thought. I thought I was just going to go do that in the morning and then come here, and then I spilled coffee all over myself. So then I ran home, changed, grabbed a new uniform, and then brought all that stuff in.
man, it happens. It happens.
Yeah.
Like it's got to be like a full moon or like the side effects of the freaking eclipse that just happened or some delayed crowd. I don't know, but like
I mean that's the most recent thing that happened over the weekend. It was a lunar eclipse, I think. Was it lunar?
yeah, it was Saturday the eclipse.
It was so I thought it was a solar eclipse. It was a lunar eclipse. Or no, it was a
No, it was
solar
because
one,
it
right?
yeah because
Okay.
it was
It happened during the daytime.
yeah it was during the day. I was like it's definitely a solar.
Okay, it'd been
It just
messing with me because I was like saying it on the podcast. I was like, it's a solar eclipse, and I was like, after, like the next day, I was like, I was saying it the wrong way the whole time.
Brandon still has the raw spot. I need it's one of the like go to bed, take a nap, reset, and then I'm like nope. It's like today's one of those days where I can't just be like you know what I don't really have anything I gotta do to work today. I can just go and work from home. It's like nope, I actually have to do shit today.
Well, at least there was coffee, and it wasn't like the times I've been at the shop, and you just like changing oil, and like, all of a sudden you're covered in oil, and you're like,
Well,
don't have my uniform.
I need to change my oil too, but so like that'll happen this weekend.
You need to get a better cup. It sounds like you spill your coffee a lot.
See, the only issue for this is because normally I wasn't in my army cup.
His coffee was upset with him. You didn't put.
It felt like I was cheating on it.
Evidently. So, get me out of this cup. Just
No.
jumped right on you, didn't it? Was it in a Navy cup?
It might as well have been. No, I don't know. It was from the ROTC, but it wasn't an ROTC one though, because they have, I think it's just Air Force, Marines, and Army here. ROTC. So I guess technically, the Man's Department of the Navy, but I don't know. It's just talking with all the freshmen.
He needs, what did it say? He needs a baby life.
Baby lift.
Here you busting my balls for being it from. Boy, you're getting a love.
What fucking formation? I was at formation this morning. All right, you weren't there. I don't want to hear you talking fucking anything.
Either way, we're all waiting for top anyway.
You said you need a baby lid. The lady says a sippy cup.
Dude, I'm down for that. Like freaking, but it's got to be like one of those. Like, have you guys seen the ones that like, you could like it like blows like the little like bubbles and stuff like in the top of it, or like as you're drinking, it has like a little spinny thing in the top of it.
I'm gonna get you a little Spider-Man sippy cup.
It's like
I have
having
a
a fidget
Spider-Man tumbler.
spinner in it.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
in the
gonna
trunk
get
of my
you.
car
I'm
right now, though.
gonna get you a Spider-Man coffee sippy cup.
My sister called me yesterday. So they're doing like all their like new school shopping and all that stuff for my niece because she's starting first grade. But my nephew's 3, but I've gotten him into Spider-Man. But I get literally he was walking around the house yesterday butt ass naked, and he only had Spider-Man slides on.
Oh
Like
man.
that's it. But like because she got new shoes, he did, and he picked out there's like the little like Spider-Man Crocs. And I'm like, that's my boy.
That's funny. What's Sling saying? That doesn't look like military
Does this look
shit.
like it?
Yeah.
No, I have it underneath of me, but I was like, I'll put it on before I have to go to that crap, just because in case I do spill freaking more coffee on me. Even though I'm wearing a white hoodie, so it'll stain. But
Just trying to turn it into camouflage.
I got me. Talk
I like
about it
this hoodie. I
Tuesday.
like that they got a little deem fit.
I got in a huge
That's a nice
argument
one.
with a civilian yesterday. He said that a
It's
fellow
that
veteran didn't
cool.
do
Oh,
anything.
it's
He
that cool
said
in your
he
office
was
for you to wear a
only
hoodie. I was
just a
about to say
cool
it can't be
truck.
that cool up there.
Yeah. Some people you just gotta. I get it. But you that ain't even worth it. Those are the ones that ain't even worth it. They don't even deserve an explanation.
Yeah.
It's all you can do is throw up your hands, pray for them,
Yeah.
and walk on because they just don't even deserve it.
Some veterans are just disgruntled all the time. Like I was at waiting to do blood draw one time, and it was packed in there. And one guy sat down, and everybody's having nice little waiting room conversations with whoever you're next to. And one guy just sat down and was like, automatically went into like aggravated politic mode. And he just started ranting about everything he could in politics, changed the whole mood of everybody there. All of a
Right?
sudden, everybody's just like sitting there twiddling their thumbs, just like looking at their number, looking at the wall, see how far they are. Just like, man, this just turned like a 20-minute sit down just turned to feel like it's going to be a 2
Right.
hour wait.
Unfortunately, you can't turn your camera off in the waiting lobby.
Yeah. I can't. Me, I can't even listen to nothing and put headphones in because as soon as I walk into the VA, my phone's like no service, and I'm like, perfect. I just walked into a big Faraday cage. That's why whenever I go, I try to have like warm conversations with people. Like try to remove that like bad tension or anything. And
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate, and he said it was a civilian that he got in an argument with.
yeah,
Yeah, a
see, I was a
civilian
mechanic
talking.
in my unit.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
civilian talking about military life makes perfect sense. And
I
I
guess
bet.
that me,
You,
especially being a recruiter walking around in uniform, I get it all the
yeah.
time.
yeah, that's what I
Just
say.
reach your
Those are the
hand out
ones
and
that
say thank you for
there's
your
no
almost
answer
service.
for.
They almost joined, I guess.
Yeah,
It's normally those.
I was almost joined.
Yeah. Thank you for your almost service.
Right. Yeah.
I heard that say the other day. I think that's something Black Rifle does. They have like this. I think they even made like it's either a skit or a music video of thank you for your almost service.
Yeah.
And I go into detail when it comes to that, like almost joiners. It's like I almost joined and be like, yeah, that why? What was the door locked to the recruiter's office because it didn't move?
right?
Well, now me
Yeah.
being a recruiter, I'm always like, oh, so why didn't you? And I'm like, oh, well, like I wish I would have. I'm like, how old are you? You can now. And like, oh, and I was like, oh, so
No, we
you're
can't.
like, so stop fucking talking to me.
Right. I'm gonna come join. I'm gonna come sign up.
Yeah, see, I go so in detail about it.
I
Like,
would fuck up your
there's
package so much that like they would literally be like, never again in your fucking life.
I was gonna join, but I was too old.
Yeah, I was going to join. Next thing I know, I'm in Leavenworth. Like, what the heck happened?
almost got away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
so I
mean,
had
there
it
is some
wrote
people
down in
that
like
like had
three
like
different
valid reasons and
categories.
stuff of why they couldn't or why they didn't or they wanted to, and like medically they weren't allowed to, or they had some heart condition or some crap like that.
Right. Yeah.
It's
See,
like, dude, I
that's
don't
why I
want to hear
break
it.
it down in different categories. Like, there's some people that physically or cannot join because of certain conditions that they have. Then there's the ones that say they almost joined, but that's like I drove by the recruiter's office and thought about it, but I never went and talked to them. And then the true almost joiners are the ones that made it like 7 weeks in basic. Something happened, you got injured, you got pulled
And those
out,
are
you
the
were
ones that
never to
always post
complete.
the like Veterans Day photos on Facebook.
Yeah, some of them, I guess, like I was in the military, but you didn't graduate. What do you mean? You
Yeah.
almost made it through all the way. That's where I find this the true almost is you got 2 weeks to basic training graduation, which means you almost made it. You have to hit that four to
Well,
six
it's
week
still
mark though.
different. Like there is again people that get hurt and all that stuff. They can't, but and then there's not a whole
Right.
lot they can do. But
Or
it's like that.
family
I quit.
emergencies, like if you made it into basic training and you went through like 6 weeks of the suck for a while and then something pulled you out, one guy had got cancer at AIT, and then I think one guy his mom or he had a family member pass away, so he got he processed out like. But those are the only ones I know that almost made it, you know.
Um,
But
what lady just said right there brings up something that I've said and mentioned for a long fucking time. That if you think about these, we'll just use the school shootings as an example for reasoning.
you know,
That's something they couldn't figure out how to do security. They didn't have the money for the security. They didn't have the money for this. They didn't have the support for this. They couldn't do that because of this or whatever. How many veterans do you think would line up and volunteer to go do security at a school for free?
oh,
I mean, just saying.
right. I I want to say I don't know if it was federal or it was just something locally that there was like a program for like disabled veterans or people. I don't know if it was a volunteer basis or they could actually go through and become a resource officer to work at the school kind of thing. I know they have that program for veterans to get out and be truck drivers. I say Kentucky said 88 Mike, and that automatically qualifies you to be actually majority of MOSs. You have to drive heavy equipment no matter what it is. You know, I
Oh yeah, with
consider it to
the
be heavy
stuff that
equipment.
of if you've driven it, then you like pretty much just like get your CDL.
Yeah, it kind of gives you it's kind of like having like additional, like if you go to college based on your MOS, you have so many points already in that course, so you kind of get like a head start in getting your CDL. I know that's something that Trump passed federally
Yeah, yeah, I did
or
see that.
recommended or talked about it, that's something that they're going to do because you can do it from the time for like if you're hitting retirement or you're ETSing and you're about to get out at 6 months, you can go ahead and start going to CDL school, so you have your CDL for whenever you get out. And then if you're a veteran, you can go through a program to go get your CDL.
Yeah, lady, I've actually wrote letters to Congress and Senate and governors about it, and thanks for the idea is what I get back. But I've never heard or seen anything that's been done yet. But I mean, I think it would be something like that. Just a simple idea would be one. It would give the veterans a purpose again, the ones that have lost purpose.
Yeah.
It would give them a purpose. And of course, granted, not everyone I don't think could be eligible to do it because of certain mental issues or whatever, depending on the disabilities and whatnot. But there's still something they could do. And I mean, again, it would there wouldn't have to be any pay for most of them. I know me myself, I would volunteer to do it for free. I'd go down to the schools or a post office or places and provide free security.
Right. You just have to go through
You
all
know,
the channels to get like, certified to where they're like, okay, this is
right?
like,
I
and
don't
even
even use
outside of that, I know that like the
mirrors.
VR&E, I was been seeing a lot of that pop up, like, and that helps you like
Facts, Kentucky.
Let's
they'll help you find a
look
job
at
that fits you. So like say if you no longer can do some of the things, like I was a mechanic, I can't really do mechanic work like I used to, but they'll help me. They'll even send you to get trained for certain jobs and do everything like that through the VR&E.
Right.
hold on, I'm looking that up right now.
Oh, the Ovaldi.
You almost got it right. There's just no I.
Yeah, that shit, that whole. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna get myself worked up over it. That was one of the ones that I had decided that like to write another letter about the idea, and like I said, it just gets whatever. Uh, Prayers, Johnny. Uh, Let us know, man. Reach out if you need any, need to talk or anything. Um, yeah, just let us know, brother.
Yeah, prayers, brother.
Mm.
Okay.
Right, right, exactly.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Mm. Yeah, exactly, Kentucky.
What I'm seeing is he remained in classrooms for an hour and 14 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, it was nobody wanted to go in. Everybody was.
So it might have been the hour and 14 minutes since he first showed up, and then the 44 that they were just like waiting.
Yeah, they were stacked outside the doors or in the hallway and didn't want to do shit because he
Yeah, I
was
remember.
firing
Yeah,
off
because there was
rounds.
parents that were that were outside getting upset because
Parents
they
were
wasn't
wanting
going
to
in.
go in to
They were
get
like, "Y'all can't go in. It's not
let
safe." And they're
me
like,
fucking
"You're not
in.
even going in." You're like,
Right. It was disgusting. And yeah, I agree. Fucking cowards.
yeah. I mean, when I remember, I remember watching like the news on it and thinking, like none of those cops must have had a child of their own in there, because if it was one of their children in there, would they have waited? So it's like everybody who had, you know, a loved one in there, they're willing to go in there, but everybody else is waiting for the word. Reminded me of 13 Hours, but just in a school shooting aspect of it.
Oh, like where
or
they're
like
sitting
like
and waiting to
Benghazi.
go and be
Yeah, like
QRF, and if they would
Benghazi,
have
you
gone
have
in,
all the
yeah.
you got all of these forces and ops ready to go, waiting for you to say take off. Never do it, and then it could have been stopped. It could have been handled a lot sooner, but then you're just waiting on that higher up to or somebody to break the ice, so to say.
And definitely rest in peace, brother. Um, sorry about that, Johnny. That's just never easy, man. Never easy. But at least, yeah, it was peacefully in his sleep. He said so. I mean, if I'm gonna go, I think that's the way I want to go. While I'm sleeping, but it's still not easy.
Yeah.
Prayers up for you, brother, and your family, friends, his family, friends. So. Yeah, and with the Ovaldi thing, if there would have been, I am convinced, and I don't think anything would change my mind unless I seen it happen. You had veterans there doing security.
Yeah. Yeah,
It
that's
would have
true. I
been
mean,
over
I
with.
mean, I don't know how many everybody else in the military like, but I remember going through like shoot house training. We had active shooter situations. I mean, we went through so many scenarios, and like when it was doing
Yep.
active shooter situations, it's like, all right, guys, we're gonna be here for 6 hours, just doing this over and over and over again. Well, and things are, I mean, they're rough, intense, but you you can't stop it if you're just sitting outside. Every one
Right,
of them. I never went through a scenario where there wasn't somebody running at me, and I'm like, "Are you the one?" No. You have to make split-second decisions, but it's
right.
it's
We're gonna
it makes me
stack in the
wonder
hallway,
like did
30
how
deep.
much training did those officers have in those kind of possible situations.
Right.
Training is one of the big things. If they
Well,
don't
there
have
was
it, well,
officers from when I watched. My understanding, there were officers that were wanting to go in, and they were being reprimanded because of wanting to go in and moving forward without authorization. And it's like, nah, myself, fuck you, fire me.
yeah, it would have been my last day on the job, but you know
Yep,
what? Let's be fine. I worked other jobs before I worked that one. I'm pretty sure I could find another
exactly.
one. And if you got asked, well, what was the reason why you left that job or got fired, and you tell them that, and they're like, oh, well, I would have done the same thing. Like I wouldn't hold
Right.
that against somebody as far as like a strike against them on their record or nothing. But
Yeah. And it's not just that one. That's one of them. But you think of all of those school shootings, all the grocery store shootings, all these things that happened and still happen. I mean, of course, there's not as much right now because I think that, anyways, there's not as many of them right now. But how many of those could have been a lot less severe if there would have been people in there willing and ready to just do whatever was needed.
right. Well, I was saying, like, if you had people that were veterans, I mean, they've been in scenarios more than likely or training to where know what to expect and what to do in those situations, how to plan, coordinate, organize, and follow through.
Right.
I mean, I think most of the, well, I mean, we're here locally, there's a lot of, so large veteran population. So, like, I know one of my sergeants, he was a platoon sergeant, he was a resource officer at the school, you know, and so it's also like localized. Those departments should like offer some kind of benefits or something to try to, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Make it appealing for them to want that job.
Right.
Because resource officers, they normally that's their duty station every single day. You know, they go to that school, they get to know, they know the teachers, the staff, the students, and everything. So it's not like a different one. So they actually always just report during that time when school's in. So it's
Right.
not like they're going to be on rotating 12, 12 shifts or whatever, and or how are they doing?
Yep.
Which just makes too much sense, but you know how in the military, if it makes a lot of sense, probably ain't gonna do it. But being that, local the local departments and everything, that's your tax dollars. If they're not, it's just like your local representatives and everything, and your local politicians. If they're not doing what needs to be done, replace them. Find somebody that will.
Facts.
I mean, you can go to town halls and get your 3 minutes to speak. I've seen people yell at those. Some of those are interesting to watch, but you get to see how the ones in charge of the area are trying to cooperate with the locals.
Yeah, I see your comment in the regular chat, but I don't see it in here to highlight it on a screen, lady. But she said it is a good idea for a nonprofit to have volunteer veterans do security detail, and I agree.
Yeah,
But I couldn't. It's not in here, and it didn't come up on the screen either. But yeah, I agree. And I guarantee the other side of that too is giving veterans a purpose again would lower that 22 a day, possibly.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Even if it
Having the
was
purpose would definitely. I mean, it's always going to help out when you have that
right,
purpose
even
in
if
your
even
life.
if it lowers it by 1 to 21 a day, that's one a day we're saving,
Yep.
and it ain't cost anything.
So
Yeah, they could pay him or give him some type of benefits or whatever. But like I said, I guarantee you they wouldn't have to.
yeah.
Because, like I said, I know me for one, I would definitely volunteer at a school. Sign me up. Where do I sign? You ain't got to pay me nothing. I'll even bring my own lunch. you know, I mean,
I probably wouldn't like school food as much as I used to when I was younger. Old soybean
hence,
burgers and
hence I'll bring my own lunch.
yeah, you get your little chaotic traits lunch pail and
right,
everything. A little
right.
tin one, pop it open. Have one like different thumbnails, get you a whole little stack of them, and like different thumbnails of your songs on each one.
Put a little button in them when you open up the when you open your lunchbox, a song starts playing, kind of like the cards, with music in them.
You have all the kids out there deviate from the norm.
right. But no, I mean, just a simple idea like that. Like I don't understand what or why no one's done it. But again, and no one can tell me why. All I get is letters back saying that's a great idea. Thanks for the submission. Thanks for the ideas. We'll look into it. And
Yeah, almost like it's an auto-generated response to it, just
yeah,
to
that's
show, hey, we
exactly what it
acknowledge
is.
that you sent this, and then they just
Yep.
throw it off to the side.
Yep. So there's a model here for older people to be foster grandparents during the early years in school. Well, that's cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. We were foster parents. My wife and I were foster parents for a while, and it's crazy how and this was in West Virginia. Um, the system, and I'm sure there's. I know it's not the only state that is broken, um, but the main goal, of course, which I understand, is reunification with parents. Um, but they make foster parents go through parenting classes, but the parents or the people that got the children taken away from them to begin with don't have to do any parenting classes. Like we're working opposite on so many different things. It makes no sense. Hey, good to see you, TNT Dad. Good to see you, brother.
Good morning. Pray you feel better. And amen. The
Yeah,
good Lord waking
Stoneman.
us up today.
Yeah, Stoneman Douglas. Yeah, it's another one. You know, and again, I mean, I get it. Not everybody knows how they're going to react when they get into a situation with bullets flying or life threatening situation. It's easy to say what you would do, and that's for
Yeah.
anybody and everybody. It's easy to say what you would do
Yeah. I know
until that
how
moment.
I know how even in just training going through those, like how easy it is to freeze up and not know what to do whenever,
Right, right.
or
But
man, how many times you accidentally shoot your buddy and be like, I thought you was the bad guy.
right,
You're walking through a room, you're the last guy, and you're like, "Oh, everybody, room clear." You're leaving the room, and you hear a door just kick open, and you turn around, and all you see is a gun. You're like, "Oh, well, sorry, I wasn't expecting the door to kick open as the one room that we just cleared."
right.
Things, yeah, it gets intense.
And yeah, that's where I was going with it, Kentucky. But if you
Man,
can't get past those situations, then yeah, you most definitely don't need to be in that position. But again, you don't know until you know, and I'm sure as shit not making excuses for any of them.
yeah.
But
Well, I know. Don't get complacent. Always be vigilant. Stay aware and
correct, and
expect the unexpected.
I think training is a big downfall on that exact thing because
Yeah,
they do training. Most police officers in a city do training once every 6 months to a year on active shooter drills. That
probably
is
like
nowhere
other
near enough.
just for like for their books to say, well, yeah, they've been to this,
Right,
but other than that,
right.
it's like, how often do you go to the range? How often do you stay in tune with the training that you've done?
How
Because
often are
if
you
you,
put in high stress situations where you have to make those split decision
yeah,
and act upon it? And that's the sad part. That's the downfall part. There needs to be more training for our police officers and school resource officers. There has to be more training for them, or like I said, save some money.
yeah, right. I mean, dude, I can tell you, I was petting the dog, or I was the cat, and it
And I'm
popped
like,
its head up and looked down the hallway yesterday, and I was like, "What are you looking at?" And I didn't see anything, and I had my headphones on, and I was like, "I can't hear nothing." So the first thing I did is grab my pistol and clear the house.
Right.
It's like, make sure there's nobody in here. I'm checking every corner. I'm like, man, it's that hyper vigilant stuff. Some of it doesn't go away, but how many times do I have to do that a year just because my anxiety? You know, or just I'd rather be wrong that there's nobody in here than not thinking there's nobody in here and something happened.
Right. I mean, I
And
know how we trained doing security when I was in security on the ship. I know how often we fucking trained, and it damn sure wasn't once every 6 months.
right.
I mean, Brandon, being an MP, did you train for high stress situations every six
I'm
months to
pretty
once a
sure.
year? I guarantee it was way more often than that.
If he says
No,
no, I
it's
know he's
just
lying.
yeah. What are you talking about? We never freaking trained for that crap. What are you talking about? No, it was all the fucking time. And then, dude, during COVID, soldiers do some stupid shit. So it's like all the time. And
Oklahoma,
then in Texas, everyone has a fucking gun in their barracks that they're not supposed to. So they'll be trying to show it off to some fucking Tinder girl or whatever bullshit, and then shoot through the floor, and then realize that they fucked up, and then freak out, and then do like all this other crap. So no, like
Why
it's
is the
still like
whole
it.
post on lockdown? Well, somebody did something they wasn't supposed to do.
Oh, dude, like I think like at Drum, it wasn't that bad because soldiers would get drunk and pass out more than anything else. Like in Texas, like dude, it was
I love
during COVID.
doing those slang. I that was a highlight to my week when we got to do a security alert drill and just plowing over fucking idiots in the ship that didn't move. But yeah, it's and that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think if police are going to be the who responds to these things, then they need to have that same amount of training. It needs to be a
Right.
constant on training
Yeah,
awareness.
it's supposed to be, but I think a lot of them they get into like that same like complacency of like, oh, I'm in a small town with a couple hundred people, like I know
Yeah.
everybody. It's literally just doing the same thing for 10 years, and then that's it. And then so you just get into just being complacent of doing the same shit
Yeah.
every freaking day,
It's never going to
doing
happen
all that.
again.
And then when the one thing happens that is like completely in left field, you have no idea how to deal with it because you just like, oh, that's never going to happen here.
Yeah. And that's where no, that's when it normally happens when they get too complacent. Like I used to be a janitor at a elementary school in Oklahoma, and I I loved it there, and they loved having me there because I was like, if anything happens, I might not have a gun, but I know how to swing a broomstick and this. I can make something to take them out if they could get in here. But the whole school was so secure, though. You had like, if you walked out the building, it locked. It was never unlocked. Nobody
But,
could just
but
walk
just like
in.
you could still have the most secure stuff, but there's still gonna be ways of getting shit
Yeah, I
in.
mean, you kind of
It's
just
still the same as like what
make it
Kentucky said
harder for
earlier.
the
Is like
entry,
if
but
he were to do that, like I don't need a gun. If they're gonna shoot and they shoot at me, they're not shooting at kids. Like you can handle your own and figure
right.
something else out to do.
All right.
Right. Well, having the entry more difficult, it was like always like you walk through a door, then you had to walk through another door. It's kind of like going into like a bank or two different entry doors. So it kind of made entry, if anything was to happen, more difficult, and that gives you awareness that something's happening that's not supposed to get you can get in position, kind of thing, you know. But also, it's like if you haven't been through the training to know that that's something you need to do, how they do it. I think it should be normal. If you're going to be a cop, you have to go through active shooter situations. I don't even know if they make every police officer in like all places do that.
And then
Like
like we would
if
do
you're
like obviously you go
SWAT or
through
like
like
that,
we would do active shooter situations all the time. We would go through shoot, don't shoot drills. We would do stress fires. We would do all that crap. And we would only because like we were like at a battalion, so there's only one company on the road at a time. So it'd be a couple months that you're off the road, but you're doing something in the middle of it. What's up, Marty?
Yeah,
morning,
good morning,
Marty.
brother. He's saying good morning to everybody again. He's must be clearing back on the road and in a place. Yeah, he said he was going through Houston earlier, so
Okay.
Yeah.
I imagine that's pretty fun. On what
Yeah.
26 lanes or however damn many lanes they have in that one area of Houston on the
Oh yeah,
United
just the
States.
population of Houston is insane. Houston's like half the population of the entire state of Louisiana.
Right?
Oh, did you guys go over the national day?
No.
No, I got you. All right, so I know it's Taco Tuesday,
That's right.
but it's National Fajita Day.
And you make a taco with your fajitas.
You can,
I
yeah, you
gotta
can
fit-
do little fajitas. Just do some chicken instead of some ground beef, and then National Ice Cream Pie Day.
Ice cream pie.
Yeah, ice cream pie. Never heard of
What
that.
is
I've heard of ice cream cake.
Right? That's the shit. But I've never heard of an ice cream pie.
I've heard of like
Ice cream pie day,
like
and then
apple
National
pie with
Pinot
ice
Noir
cream on
day.
top.
For all you wine lovers.
But yeah, for the
I was gonna
whiners.
say, that sounds like a wine.
And then it's National Couples Day. Gross.
Yeah, I've never heard. What the hell is an ice cream pie? I gotta look that up.
Yeah, no, that's nice ice cream pie. Oh, and it's Never Give Up Day.
I don't know why that happened.
I thought you were pulling out the guitar or something for a second.
No, my microphone decided it wanted to just
one of the places right down the road here from us has
Some goals.
has an ice cream pie, but it looks to me like ice cream cake. They're just calling it a pie. I don't know. Maybe it's not as. Yeah, they're just making ice cream instead of a big cake. They're making it into a pie, like in a pie pan. I mean,
Chaotic Intel Filet. How are you gonna let Brad and Brandon go their whole life without having Sun tea? Why are you guys still on this?
Well, we told them how to make it.
Yeah.
Now my sister, she said like I don't have a choice. I'll be back Labor Day weekend. I'm headed back to Ohio, and she's like, there'll be some waiting on you. So I'll let you all know after that.
I mean, it don't taste any different than brewed tea.
Well, at this point, I feel like I'm gonna be disappointed by it just because of how much you guys fucking hype it up.
You're gonna drink and be like, it just tastes like tea.
I think the difference between it and boiled or brewed tea is it doesn't have as strong as a tea taste to it.
Yeah, it doesn't so violently extract the tea.
Right.
Like boiling it, it's kind of like a faster process, and the other way is kind of like a slow. I guess it would be like if you were to make like certain bourbons or whiskeys. Like if you rush it, it's going to be harsh and not too good. And if you let it take its time, it's going to be smooth and probably something more like that.
Slow roasting.
Yeah.
I love sun tea, but you definitely have to have a glass container to do it in.
Definitely don't want to do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's like if I were to make it right now, I have like glass cups. Like that's the only thing I can't.
Yeah, if you do it in plastic, you'll be able to taste the plastic.
Yeah.
It'd be like the same as putting a water bottle out there and letting it get hot and then
taking a drink of the water. Yeah, it tastes great.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've all tasted that. Cases of
ain't
water.
Ain't nothing like
for who knows how long.
A wet sip of PFEs.
Yeah, dude, I remember finding bottles of like cases of water in the back of Humvees and being like, I wonder what the expiration date is on it, and it'd be like 2 years old, and be like, so I watched somebody just drink one of these. Like,
if you've ever drinking out of a water buffalo, you're fine.
Right. Yeah. It's probably why we all survived COVID.
I think our canteens were plastic. Yeah.
They're supposed to be like that. Yeah, the plastic like barrels, like the food grade barrel plastic.
My grandpa's and all them, they were all metal, but mine was plastic.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember his having dents and shit in it. I'm like, damn, what did you do? But
Well,
yeah,
this dent right here was a ricochet.
right. Yeah,
I know, like the canteen cup was metal, and the canteen itself was that, because that's what
Yeah.
we'd always like what we'd use like brush our teeth and everything with.
It's like if you've never brushed your teeth and made coffee out of the same cup, then you've never been in the field.
I can't remember if I want to say mine was all plastic, but I can't remember. Really can't. I
It
know
was
that.
like almost impossible to drink those freaking Kim masks by the time you actually got it working
Oh
correctly.
man. Yeah.
Again, I'm pretty sure I still have mine in my attic.
The lady said it was a cow skull.
Yeah, back on the old west.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and you never know when the last time they actually were like cleaned out.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was to use a canteen, I would want to buy one brand new. I don't want one that's been used by 50 different basic training cycles and who knows how many disgruntled people who did unknowing whatever to it.
I was gonna say I know exactly when the last time they were cleaned out was when they were manufactured.
Yeah, other than that, it's just like you turn stuff into like CIF or whatever, and it's
Right.
just all right, rinse it. Sometimes occasionally you put it in like the dishwasher, maybe. And it's like if it looks
Yeah.
clean, it is clean.
Right. I determine
Right.
how clean your canteen is by how clean you make your rifle. If you can't clean your rifle, I'm pretty sure your canteen's got mold in it.
I know, I
At
was
least
always
that's
obsessed with
what
cleaning
drill
my rifle.
sergeants would say.
If it tastes a little funny, just take a bigger drink.
Yeah, just drink it fast.
Yeah, it's got mold in it. Freaking drink it quicker. You gotta really suck on it to get the mold to fully come out, and then the next
Yeah.
drink
Right.
will be fine.
Right. Or
Yeah,
blow
that's
But
gross.
into it. You blow into it and get it shaken up in there a little bit, and then.
Yeah.
Lady said that's just gross.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, when somebody gets a canteen from basic training, they fill it up with water and then they spit it out and they're like, "Why is my water brown?" They're like, "Oh, somebody left their dip spit in there, and all for the whole time it's been in there." So whoever that was not a private; it was an angry drill sergeant because they were the only ones that had dip. Nobody else had nicotine except for those guys.
Right.
And he was probably last cycle. I'm not coming back to this place. I'm ETSing. I'm out. Yeah. Thanks to that drill sergeant, our entire company was able to get camelbacks. Whoever he was.
How many votes we got? 6 votes. 6 people watching. Well, I can't tell you guys to make sure you vote then.
well, if
Sounds
you
like
haven't,
everybody's
because I know
voted.
I voted, so someone didn't vote.
I was going to say somebody's slacking, but I really don't know. I'm sure somebody is. Some.
Well, I haven't put my vote in yet.
On this day, 1920, women gained the right to vote. Entering fact, as a majority of women opposed the 19th Amendment, women assumed that it mean that they could be drafted.
That's an interesting piece of history fact.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was wondering why people were making a big stink about it when they was doing the sign up for social services. And I was like, I've known plenty of females whenever I was 18 that signed up for it. I don't know why people like 8 years ago, they were like making a big stink about it and be like, we shouldn't have to do that. And be like, y'all have always had to do that. What do you mean?
Right. Yep, we're going to give you a couple more minutes, and here you go, lady.
Yeah, I can't hear it still, so I just gotta wait until you guys start talking.
Oh, you can't hear it. That
It's
does have
just
to
the Jeopardy
Brad
music I
too.
can't hear.
I know,
That's
like when
why.
Brad's doing the stretches in the morning, and I'm playing like background music. I don't know. It
I
might
can
be
hear
because
that.
it's so low that he can't hear it because
Yeah, but
he's
I
hearing
can hear
aids.
that perfectly fine. It's
Sometimes on his
just the
phone
Jeopardy
though,
music.
like
That's the perfect question.
Baby needs this.
TNT says he doesn't
I
see the
expect
poll.
it to be in the fucking mail.
It's on the bottom of the screen. You should be able to see it there. I know I can see it on vertical and horizontal on my ends over here in the chats. But yeah, if you just put a number one or a number two, number one is for Achieving Ataraxia by Double A, and number two is Alone by that Chaotic Traits guy.
Piece of shit.
I agree. 100%. Well, maybe 88%.
That fucking course. It's not in the chat. It
Oh
would
no,
be
it's
like
not.
it.
It's not in the chat. It's on the. It's on the screen. TNT Dad should be in right next to BB down there.
It should
Or
be what this side, right?
below. Yeah,
yeah.
below him on the vertical and
Somewhere
to
over
the side of him there on the horizontal.
3.
Number three. Hey, sounds like a great pick.
Pick number 3, my lord.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's doing like Kentucky. He's gonna start throwing in.
All right,
Yeah, and there's Kentucky's one
but
half.
but we are going to close it. So if you got a vote to get in, grab it real quick because here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done.
I think so was perfect because I'm about to have to leave here shortly to go to the nursing school.
Oh boy. Sounds like a great day.
Dude, I'm tired. I feel like shit. I want to go back to bed.
But yeah, we'll go down and around then.
All right, well, yeah, appreciate y'all tuning in on this Talk About It Tuesday, Taco Titty Tuesday, Fajita Day, whatever. Yeah, I also want to say, like, so it's Never Give Up Day. So it's, remember to embrace perseverance and resilience in the face of life's challenges. A reminder that with unwavering determination, we can overcome obstacles and achieve our dreams. Take time to reflect on your own journey, celebrate the small victories, and motivate those around you to keep pushing forward. So, yeah, we appreciate you. Break the stigma. Heroes need saving too. It's okay to not be okay. Don't hesitate to reach out. Make sure to tune in and see us in that Discord. I don't know if you dropped it already.
Discord.
It's on its way.
Yeah, Bueller. We appreciate y'all. We love you. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see you either in that Discord or tomorrow morning for Wing It Wednesday. Much love, everybody.
Love you,
Love you,
Bubba.
brother.
Hoa.
Who?
All right.
I'll
Yeah.
give you both.
I appreciate everybody in the chat, as always, making this thing grow and showing up for the show. Make sure you guys, if you haven't already, click the like, thumbs up, smash it, or thumbs down. Either one works for me. It's all good. Share it out. Let people know. Let's continue. Let's keep this thing growing. Let people know about it that it might help someone that that might enjoy hanging out over here with us in the morning. Shout out to Muddy Music and B Millie and Pop Band over there for supporting, and everybody from over there doing what they do for the show. We appreciate you guys. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. Like I said, for being here with us every day. It's awesome. We appreciate it and love you all. Reach out to the people that matter to you. Let them know that they matter. Let them know they have a purpose and help them find that purpose if they're lost. And that's about it, man. We'll see you in the Discord. See you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central for Wing It Wednesday. Stay chaotic, deviate from norm, make your own damn path. Hoo-yah. Love y'all.
Love you, brother.
Who?
And I'm Double A, everybody, and that wraps up another edition of the F.O.B. Huge shout out to everyone holding down the live chat and everybody catching the replay. Appreciate every single one of you riding with us today. Remember, the mission doesn't end when the broadcast cuts off. Take a few minutes today to check on your people, reach out to a battle buddy, and make sure everyone is good to go. Keep your head on a swivel. Look out for your circle, and never forget to regroup, resupply, and recalibrate. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss tomorrow's broadcast or any future ones. Share the stream out to someone who needs to hear it. Until next time, I am Double A signing off from the F.O.B. Stay safe, stay sharp, and we'll catch y'all on the next one. Love y'all.
Love you, brother.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you today for the life in our veins and the breath that you give us. I ask that you give us strength, that you give us perseverance, and that you give us the wisdom to be able to make it through the path that you put forth in front of us. Though the path is narrow, give us the balance and give us the strength to hold ourselves up, to pull people up that are down, and humble us to be able to accept the help that somebody offers. Allow us to receive your grace in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
Amen. Love y'all.
Love y'all.
Seen the summer, but I live in the dirt. How do I silence all the desires that hurt? Looking back at the dreams that I left in the dust. Trading my peace for this blood and this rust. Do the angels tremble when they're sitting alone? I should know better after all I've been shown. My emotions collide and standing face to face, carrying a past that I just can't erase. They say faith answers all questions unknown, but for me, I always end up bleeding alone. I've tasted heaven and I've touched the blazing fire, trying to silence all these broken desires. No, I know it run nowhere I belong. Tell me, who did I hurt? What did I do so wrong? I found a new way to keep my head safe. I put a bullet in that thing you call faith. Yeah, I've tasted heaven and touched the fire. Carrying the weight of this ungodly pain, demons in my head that I cannot explain. Comparing every minute to yesterday's hell, trapped in the cage of the last time I fell. Living in terror of what fate's gonna bring, while the choir up above has forgotten to sing. Since the last time I broke, it's been a living hell. I'm ringing my own damn funeral bell. They say faith answers all questions unknown, but for me, I always end up bleeding alone. I've tasted heaven and I've touched the blazing fire, trying to silence all these broken desires. Nowhere to run, nowhere I belong. Tell me, who did I hurt? What did I do so wrong? I found a new way to keep my head safe. I put a bullet in that thing you call faith. Yeah, I've tasted heaven touch the fire. Touch the fire. And touch the fire. Touch the fire. I don't believe, I simply don't believe. Not in the sky, not in the lies. I don't believe I've touched it, heaven, and touched the fire. Breath. Lights out.